All right, I got the mute. Did you hear that? I got a new harmony pedal. You know, I was using the Boss one before, which was fine, and it worked really well. But on this one, I think it tracks easier. I'll say that. The Boss is an absolutely fantastic pedal. This one tracks easier. So you've got, on the Boss, if you get away from the mic too much, it won't pick up the harmonies as well. And it's true of this one too, but you can back off this a little bit off of this harmony singer too, and it'll still pick it up, it'll still track pretty well. Same with your guitar. If your guitar volume isn't loud enough on the Boss that I was using, I think it's a VE2, I think is what it is. Same thing, if the guitar isn't loud enough, it won't track as well. This tracks a little better, and you don't have to be at full volume all the time to get it to track, is what I'm saying. There are some differences, and the first one I wanted to point out is it tracks harmonies different. It has different ideas in its head about harmonies. Okay, so while one does one thing, the other one might switch it up. It's still correct, but you know, it's going to do what it does. So let me show you some of the differences, and some are better, some are worse. I mean, it's going to be individual taste, really. But the one part, like on the end of Where No One Stands Alone, it's that gospel tune. So, take my hand, let me stand where no one stands alone, where no one stands alone. Okay, the difference is, on the Boss, when I walk down, it's where the fifth below that you're hearing, it goes no, it goes back up. So, all right, so I'll play it again. No. On the Boss, it continues down. Not a big deal, and like I said, it's both correct, so it's no problem unless you want it to go down specifically for any given song you're doing. But like the Boss, you can shape your chords to shape your harmonies. So whenever you add a note or subtract a note, it changes up the harmonies. That's one of the main things. The other thing I want to get to is the fact that you can, if you're in a band, I see all kinds of videos on here about people doing singles and duos and using this harmony machine. But the thing is if, for example, you have one lead singer and one harmony singer, which is my current group, there's no opportunity for a fifth above or a fifth below to come in, or a third above or a third below. So, well, how do you get that? Because if you're the only guy with the harmony machine and you're playing guitar and the other guy's singing lead, what do? What you do, if you are familiar enough with harmonies, you sing the appropriate harmony that will blend the song the best. So, for example, on that song, what's that? Brooks and Dunn song? Neon Moon. So when you're singing that song, and the other guy's the lead singer on it, and me, for example, I can't hit that high third. So what's great is on this machine, I can hit the low fifth, and I switch it over to the third up, the third high, upper third. So I switch it over to so that's the only other vocal is a third. All right, and I'm singing the fifth, and it tracks. It tracks, when I sing the fifth, it tracks that third in the same place as if I was singing lead, which is fantastic, fills the stage up. So hold on, let me show you. Let's see if I can hit this without it. If you lose, that's it. Okay. If you lose your one and only so you can fill in the missing harmony. And so that's really what I was hoping for when I got this pedal. The other reason I bought it is that vocal enhancement thing makes you can hear your throat. Hold on, let me show you. No throat, no throat. Throat. Well, maybe not a good example. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear it, but god dang, it sounds good. And so much so, I think I'm going to get a mic mechanic, which has the same technology on it as a TC Helicon, and it's got some effects on it too, which this has effects. That's the other reason I got it. It's got effects. Some of your board effects sometimes stink. That's all I got to say about that. Let me try another little tune here. We see what we can do. Okay, here we go. I get a peaceful, easy feeling. I got the harmonies cranked, sorry. And I know you won't let me down. That's another example I wanted to give you. Remember when I said if you change your chording, it changes the vocal. So listen. So I know you won't. Try it with open strings. Down, down, oops, down. See the difference? Try it again. First chord, down, and then bottom two strings open, down. So it's really your choice, whatever, however you want to do it, but you can shape your sound as much as you want to, and you can use it for any kind of music. I'm a country guy for the most part. I play a lot of different stuff, but mostly traditional country stuff. And but it's a fantastic pedal. It's if you want a harmony pedal, you will not go wrong with the Harmony Singer 2. It's fantastic. Oh, the one other thing that I love about it is there's no input level. There's only a level. Okay, so like on the Boss, I have an input level. And because of that, it tends to overdrive the signal into the board. Then you got to adjust everything back down. And on the Boss, you had to have a certain amount of input in order for it to track your singing. So it was kind of a catch-22 with that model. They have put an algorithm or something in here where you don't have an input level or a gain level. It's already set. It's a preset. And so the only thing you got to be concerned with is the amount of harmonies coming out. And so anyway, that's my short little review. Well, it probably went on longer than I want to because sometimes I can't quit talking. Anyway, yeah, it's well worth the money, and I got mine at Sweetwater, but you don't have to do that. I like Sweetwater because they got great customer service. Let me just tell you a little bit so I like doing stuff cheap. So I found a demo that they had of a Harmony Singer 2, and they sent it to me, and I was all jazzed up, the new pedal, you know how that goes. And I plugged it in, started playing it, and then it started fuzzing out, wasn't doing good. And I went on the cheap because I bought that demo, and it was like $20-30 cheaper or something. So I called them up, and they said, hey, this thing ain't working. Told them when I had a problem. I told them I checked all my chords, everything. And I talked to them for a little bit. They asked me for the serial number. Said, okay, we're going to send you out a brand new one. Not a demo, just a brand new. And I said, okay. And he said, don't worry about sending that other one back. To me, they said that's a loss anyway. It doesn't pay to fix it. So I thought, man, and the people are really cool there. So I'll deal with them more. So this is anyway, that's the end of that.